Okay, when you are ready to go from the design stage, you have basically done your design. Now, this is just my example of one, to the documentation stage. These are the steps you're going to follow. So again, you go up to File, Make Drawing from Assembly, and I already have one. And this is the completed one, but again, I'm using a C size sheet. Like I said in class, you can use a C or a D. A couple things that you got to be aware of in here is, first thing, you're going to set up your correct units. So you go up to Options, go into Doc Props. Under Units, you want to, for length, you want to say fractions. So I said 1/16 of an inch, and then round to the nearest fraction. All right. So again, under Doc Props, under Units, and the other thing is, make sure the drafting standard says ANSI up here, and then your units are 1/16, so it'll round to the 1/16 of an fractional unit. Okay, as far as the drawing goes, all the parts, only the parts that you are manufacturing, that you're making out of wood or metal or whatever, you need to place on this drawing. Any of the purchase parts, like the eye screws or the bolts, do not need to go on this drawing. It'll be in the assembly, but it won't be in the actual drawing. I mean, you have to create actual views of those. So for instance, then I'll go up over here, and then I look in my folder for all those parts, and I already have all these in here. So let's say I wanted to use the arm. So then I drag and drop. So I always start from the front view, you drag it in there. Then you go top view and then the right side view. You guys have done this all already, so that should be pretty straightforward. A couple things as far as holes. To locate a hole correctly, you must use two dimensions, two location dimensions, and then the size dimension. So I have the location dimension from this edge. So that hole is located 2.5 inches, diameter of 3, and it's a 1/2 inch up. So again, two dimensions. Overall dimension for the parts. The other thing is, you must show hidden lines. So if you click on the view, you come up here, show hidden lines. The hidden lines are removed. Hidden lines. I must see the hidden lines. Again, here's my bracket that holds the bolt in. Location, 2 3/4 from that edge, and the height of that hole is 5 inches, and there's the diameter. Now, to insert every drawing, you must have the bill of materials, and you must annotate your parts with balloons. So the way you annotate your parts is you click on annotation, balloon, come over to the part, click and drag. Insert the bill of materials. You go up to Insert, Tables, Bill of Materials, select on the view, leave it top level only, accept that, and then you dock it. You can dock it in that corner, or you can dock it right down here. Once all parts have been placed on this drawing and the isometric view. Now again, the isometric view, I don't care, you can have it shaded if you want. Then you're ready to plot. Have myself or Mr. Haney come over just to make sure, just do initial scrub before you're done. The other thing you can do if you want, sometimes I have students separate these views so it's easier. You identify the parts, so you can draw lines in here to separate the individual parts. It's really not necessary, but if you want, you can. Kind of makes for an easier or nicer looking drawing. But again, you don't have to do that. All right, from there, I'm just going to throw one last one in. From here, you're going to print or plot. So once the drawing looks good, these are the same settings you're going to use. So go up to File, Print, grab the high school CAD lab plotter, go into properties. I'm using a C size, so I'm saying ANSI C. Disable automatic cutter, auto rotate. It's a 24-inch roll, maximum detail. You hit OK there. Then you go into page setup, scale to fit. One last thing, preview. If everything looks good here, print, and then OK. And then it'll be sent to the plotter. All right. One other thing you want to do is right-click in here, edit sheet format, and again, put your name and the date in there. To get out of that, right-click again, edit sheet, and your drawing should be good. You should be ready to start making your parts.